Putin confirms Russia fired new ballistic missile at Ukraine amid rising tensions. In a stark escalation of the conflict, Russian President Vladimir Putin has confirmed that Russia fired a newly developed ballistic missile at Ukraine. The announcement follows reports of significant destruction in targeted areas, adding a new layer of complexity to the ongoing war. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy condemned the move, interpreting it as a sign of Moscow's desperation. This shows how terrified they are of our resilience and determination, Zelenskyy said in a statement. Details of the missile strike. Missile type. Putin described the missile as a new generation ballistic weapon, highlighting its advanced targeting and destructive capabilities. Although specifics remain undisclosed, military analysts believe it could be an upgraded version of the Iskander system or a prototype of a new class of missiles. Target area. The missile struck a region in southeastern Ukraine, reportedly causing extensive damage to infrastructure. Casualty numbers are still being assessed, but early reports suggest dozens of injuries. Timing. The launch comes as Ukrainian forces intensify counteroffensive operations, aiming to reclaim occupied territories in the east and south. Putin's statement. President Putin framed the missile launch as a defensive measure. This is a necessary step to ensure the security of Russia and to counter increasing provocations by Kyiv, he said during a press briefing. He further accused Western nations of enabling Ukraine's military actions through extensive arms supplies. Zelensky's response. President Zelenskyy responded with defiance, asserting that Ukraine's resolve remains unshaken. Strategic implications. They are trying to intimidate us with advanced weaponry, but every missile they launch only strengthens our determination, he said. Call for support. Zelenskyy reiterated his call for increased Western military aid, particularly advanced air defense systems to protect Ukrainian cities from such attacks. International reactions. The missile launch has drawn global condemnation. United States. U.S. officials have criticized Russia's use of advanced weaponry against civilian areas, with Secretary of State Antony Blinken calling it another example of Moscow's disregard for human life. European Union. EU leaders have pledged to expedite the delivery of military aid to Ukraine in response to the escalation. NATO. Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg warned that the use of advanced ballistic missiles could further destabilize the region and called for de-escalation in the conflict. The use of advanced ballistic technology signals a troubling intensification in the conflict. Military implications. Russia's deployment of such missiles could complicate Ukraine's counteroffensive efforts, especially in regions where air defenses are already stretched thin.